run the run, as it were. And we'll see what kind of tactic Tucker. It was a good right hand by Tucker. That might have been the best shot that Mike.
He may have seen something. Technically speaking, no one gave Tucker. What do you see in Mike Tyson? We always felt that he was susceptible to take
by a punch. There was a left hand by Tyson. Oh. And another right hand by Tucker. They said he likes being the underdog, even though it's the first time he's been one. Probably. Another thing you have to say about Tucker is that he has fought to...
Here we go, here we go.
Again, a right hand, but he...
Been coached to look for the left hand. Now there's the right hand that landed high on the balcony here at this place. We'll show you a picture of him later on.
Cut, left hooks.
Led with the left uppercut that time.
Just has to keep those hands high.
Well, you know, Ray, I hearken back to your fight with Marvin Hagler, where after the first round,
it gives him the confidence. And again, like Antonio.
Don't look for one shot. Come on, Mike.
Tyson's change. Tyson is trying to slow Tucker down. But
Tyson, too good.
That was a good example. That upper straight, Mike Tyson.
Time.
Well, this is and some lateral movement, which we see now. And catch him
to the head of Mike Tyson. There was a good right hand again by Tucker. What's allowing Tony Tucker to get that hook? There was a good left hand.
Mills lane, but the fact of the matter is, frustration. I don't disagree at all because Tony's been tying his man up.
There was a good right hand.
There you see Tucker backing up, catching Tyson on fights.
We start the fourth round. And in Tyson,
the intensity in Tony Tucker.
There was a big left hand by Tyson.
That's because one punch normally is not going to do it. Interesting, Tucker to stand there and exchange punch for punch. In this case,
Hey, come on.
Mills Lane once more giving a warning. The second one.
One step back. Here we go. One step back. Get back. Here we go.
Tony Tucker starting to work again. Back up to the head.
There's a right hand again by Tyson, but another good shot. And Tyson with
that movement seems to be affecting Mike's punches because he's not able to get it.
Tyson has settled closer into Tucker. There you saw that he followed.
Tyson starting to double his punch up a little bit more. Starting to put his combinations together.
It could become a factor that you never thought would have, is the fact that this only a day
is that Tony Tucker's initiated respect. He stood his ground.
Tyson got the better of that exchange.
I just don't like when he stands there and exchange punches.
Not so sure about the fourth, but the first three rounds, exactly what he did.
I noticed that
virtually all night, even when he threw the jab, he brought it up from the hip.
Well, that's not busted directly in front of Tony Tucker. And that's what Tony, be less of a target.
There was a right hand in close by Tyson.
Get Tucker and get him out of there. I think Tucker, on the other hand,
the cheer you just heard, ladies and gentlemen, this fight is winnable.
Did you see that?
You can understand now, Ray, why Michael...
Right hand by Tyson.
Tucker state. Mike's spending energy by pushing a man off.
Catchphrase between Rudy and Tyson.
Man down, trying to catch up with him. The mistake Tyson's make, and what Mike has to do is move to his left to cut his man off. The fact that Tucker has watched my fight before.
Yeah, I think he has too. Tyson looks right now like he's in it for the long haul here.
Yeah, the same way. And that right hand, you see, you hit him with the right hand. You got to do more of that. He's a difficult guy to fight.
Behind it. And this is good fighting now that he's settled down. And here's my scorecard so far. I have that little bit of insolence he had at the start of the fight to establish him to get
set. He's not able to set his punches up. to land.
Tyson's jab in the last 3 rounds has been effective in allowing.
Again, you notice the movement of Tucker's really throwing. And we see Tucker trying to fantastic job.
He hasn't been as tense as he was in the first fight, has he? Fight with Douglas. He appeared to be as loose throughout most of
the whole fight.
To prove that he is indeed a great fighter.
You know, another thing that I feel we should, Tucker's right hand, that he had injured his right hand, and that's why he backed off training for the left.
He's punching, Tucker's punching time. You're so vulnerable for a counter punch.
Here we go.
Sorry, Haggard's on my mind now. But Tyson, it really affects a fighter.
Well, it is a fact. Tony Tucker.
If you analyze it though, Barry, actually he's doing what I did to Hagler. He's punching with one shot. He's talking for a long, long night. With this intensity, this magnitude, when you're fighting, you really don't feel it because of...
And they'll cut it off. Momentary timeout.
That can make the world of a difference.
Those seems to have gained control of the fight.
His knees seem to buckle for a second.
Right hand up.
Like Mike Tyson isn't whether he's going to win, but how he wins. Can he end in style?
That graphic a minute ago saying 15 rounds. As we mentioned, we are. You can hear Kevin Rooney yelling in the background. Get on him, he said.
The uppercuts. He's very susceptible to the uppercuts.
Good body shot by Mike Tyson.
Landed because that's the direction that Tony Tucker's moving.
Right hand, right.
Then get back on your bicycle. Fast left jab of Mike Tyson.
The punching.
Now it did score the 8th round even. I have Tyson ahead 88-84.
You pretty much agree with that judgment of Larry Merchant, right?
I think it's a little closer than that.
I do believe that since about the 5th round, Mike Tyson has been
Tucker's approaching and has approached his fight.
All right. Sign. Over here.
Tyson continually putting pressure.
Then step in. Get close. Now come.
There it was.
That's what you have to. Now he's starting to cut the ring off.
As effectively as I've seen Mike Tyson jab. And the left hook, that is. Not a jab that you use
And speed of Tony Tucker. And that height, the chin first.
Tucker needs to do something dramatic. Will he try?
He looked a little. This is when your body aches, your legs cramp, but you got to push. You guys gonna get him closer. And the reason there's frustration is because of what Tucker's doing. He's tying his man up. I mean, he's fighting. He hasn't done that. Good.
again. The fourth.
Tucker's fighting a great fight.
The unified heavyweight champion at the age of 21.
When Tony Tucker won the title against Buster Douglas, I said, so what with these so-called experts, I'm going to show you. And this is what he did tonight.
And he has.
In there with a monster in Mike Tyson.
Who has fought a good fight tonight.
Yes, he has.
All right, we'll step back, Mike. Here we go.
In boxing, you never know how good an unbeaten fighter is. And an unbeaten fighter winning clearly. In terms of rounds, it comes out 8-3 and
119, 111. The world Iron Mike Tyson.
Over Tony Tucker.